Hi.
It's been a while. So I moved, and so we spent the last month moving. So I haven't really had a chance to make a video, and Corey's helped me. So he's been doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Tons. Every day.
Super nice. But we wanted to make a video today. So we just got back from KP Market. KP stands for Korean Plaza,
Hmm.
and there's one here in Sacramento in Rancho
Yeah.
Cordova.
I think there's only a few of them. I know there's one in the Bay Area, but when you go to their website, I think it
Mhm.
only last two or only lists two. I
Yeah.
think.
And so basically I whenever we get a little cash and we're feeling splurgy on groceries and we'll head on over to KP. So we wanted to do a haul video
Hmm.
for our haul from KP. So
Right.
we went a little nuts because that's what we do when we go to KP. So
Yeah.
here's the first bag, Corey.
All right.
I don't know
Also,
exactly what's
also,
in
I
it.
wanted to say splurgy, but some certain things we get for a better price from
Oh,
KP.
for sure.
So,
Like the prices can't be beat for what you get.
first of all, let's do some of the meat first.
Okay.
So let's see, 350 for all these pork cutlets, and
Delicious.
we are going to no, we are
The
going
cat
to
just jumped up.
bread them and
Mm-hmm.
our smash them and bread them and yeah, some little panko.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No, this will be
Uh-oh.
fun.
Don't. Oh, no.
Oh no, Izzy, you've ruined everything.
We'll edit that out. We'll edit that out.
Oh no, I think we
Alright.
should. I think we should leave it.
So my cat just crept up behind the camera and knocked it totally over.
Because that's what cats do. Okay, so second thing that we have, we can edit that out or leave it in. Who cares?
Who cares?
All right, so 923 for a huge tri-tip. I think, yeah, we definitely saved about $4 or $5 on this. They're usually in the teens, and they trim them really well there. I like that. I don't have to do a lot extra work with the silver skin,
The
which
meat
is
quality
nice.
is excellent at KP. Like
Meat quality is
really
really
good quality meat.
So we'll get through the meat first, and then add some of the
Okay.
snacks. So,
Ooh, I can grab those.
yeah, you wanna? We'll
Yeah,
do a
just
little
pass
line.
them
We'll
on
do a
over to
little
me.
line here.
Pass them over.
All right, so we got sashimi grade salmon, $11 for that.
Mm-hmm.
That is, let's see. So, yeah, so it's about a half pound of salmon, little over a half pound,
Delicious.
and we are gonna do nigiri a little bit later.
Yeah, and some miso, of course, which we did get.
Yes, we got some frozen salmon steaks. These were $5.89 a piece for sashimi grade frozen salmon steaks.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap. So we got two of those. I'll show the other one too. And we are going to just barely sear those with black sesame seeds. And yeah, probably make some kind of sauce. Okay, then we got tuna poke cubes. Sorry, I know people hate it when you say pokey. Poke cubes. So this is 11.87. I mean, that's like a lot of tuna. That's a lot of tuna, and those are like they're almost an inch thick. They're like 3/4 of an inch thick cubes. So, and you want me to just keep passing you stuff?
Yeah, keep
Okay.
passing it over.
All right. So now the next thing. This is the real treasure from KP. If you live in anywhere in the Sacramento area, this is why you need to go to KP because you can get gigantic fillets. This filet mignon. Look at how big these are. Like compared to my hand. Like usually you get fillets and they're like that. You get two huge ones. That's $13.49. We used to go to Trader Joe's and get ones that were a little bit less thick and a little bit smaller, and regularly would pay $22 to $24 for two of them.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a little bit smaller, $10.84. Again, two huge fillets. Okay, so we can repack these.
All right. Well, we can repack in a little bit.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
give you
true.
the other bag. So here we got 3 bags total.
Got some goodies. First thing, something that we haven't tried, and I kind of wanted to try it. I really like miso flavored ramen. We both do. We like miso flavored ramen, and we've been kind of
Well, I don't like miso flavored ramen. I like regular miso soup.
Oh, miso soup. Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
flavor of miso soup. I know we usually order from Shoki. I think we were getting the spicy miso flavored.
Yeah,
So I
that's
guess that's what I was thinking
delicious.
of. This is Goku Uma, and we have our brands that we stick to now that we know KP a little bit, and it's usually Korean brands. But this is a Japanese style instant noodle, and that's sorry, I'm trying to
Little glare there.
little glare. Goku Uma, and that's miso flavored instant noodles. I love instant noodles. We both like noodles. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and we wanted to try some of the fresh frozen ramen noodles because I've never done that before. Have you ever done that before? So this is tonkatsu ramen, pork flavored, yes. Um, and I've heard good things about these. I'm not actually sure what it all comes with. I mean, I think it's just the noodles and the soup base, but I'm anxious to just see
Mm-hmm.
how something like this kind of holds up to ramen that you would get from like a ramen place or a sushi place because
Mm-hmm.
well, what was it, about four something a
Yeah,
pack?
it says it's 2 servings
Yeah,
though, but we got 2 packages because we're skeptical about the serving size. We're
yeah.
thinking,
I can eat a lot too, so I mean I can really. So we got two of those, so no bother, no reason to show both of them. All right, then this has become our favorite pot stickers, and I think yeah these are Korean pot stickers, and these are just meat and vegetables. It just says meat and vegetable. What's the so it's
it's BB Go.
BB Go or Bib Go or Bib Spoon Go.
Bib Spoon. You're a Bib Spoon.
These are so good. And so the thing that I like about these is that when you cook these, you don't have to do like the regular pot sticker thing where you put a put oil in the pan, cook them for a little bit, then add water and shoot oil everywhere and cover the pan and then let them cook more. This doesn't involve adding water to a hot pan that has oil in it, and I kind of like that because I mean it's really messy. But I like not having to do that. And these, they cook in about 7 minutes, and you just keep flipping them. You just let them sit for a while, cook them, and then once they start to lift out the pan, you just start flipping them, and they're so
They're
easy,
so good
and they're
too.
Korean.
They're really
Yeah.
good.
So it says, oh, it's made in the USA, but it's
It's
Korean
the
number
number
one
one.
dumpling brand. Ooh.
I can see why.
Okay, we got some shiro miso paste, miso soybean paste. We want to make some miso soup with our sashimi and the nigiri that I'm gonna make. And I've never done it this way,
I
so
have.
I've had miso from a restaurant, and I've had um, the dried miso soup packets, but I've never had this. So I'm interested. I'm interested.
They used to sell these in kind of these messy bags that you would get in a grocery
Mhm.
store, and you'd cut the bag, and then like you'd have to figure out how to reseal it. It would sit in the fridge, and it'd be a bag. It's so I like this packaging a lot better
Mm.
than, and I think it was this brand that used to sell. I'm sure they still do sell them in a bag version,
Hmm.
but I really like this update where they have a lid that seals it.
Do
So
you know how much you use
it
in a
says 4 tablespoons for four. It says 4 cups of boiling water and 4 tablespoons of miso.
So that's probably for two people,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. That'll last several. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we wanted to try some of their hot sauce there. We are thinking that some of the labels, what did we say? It looks kind of pedestrian, like,
Yes, we said it looks
but
pedestrian.
but you know what? This I just noticed is made in Jamaica, and a lot of the labels from Jamaica kind of look like this. So I just got more excited about this. So this is a hot sauce. It's just hot pepper sauce, very hot, and it looks like it has Scotch bonnets in
It's
it.
$1.50.
Hot
They
peppers,
have two
water.
sizes, but we got the small one.
This is gonna be a vinegar, yeah, vinegar based. Hot peppers, water, cane vinegar, salt, xanthan gum. So this is a super simple sauce, and I bet it's gonna be good. So Grace hot pepper sauce. If you want to see it.
Corey's reasoning. So at first he was like, I don't know. And he was like, but if it's a super popular brand, which would explain that
Yeah,
packaging,
yeah.
then I mean, nothing really. Like, you don't have to explain packaging, I guess.
I like that it says product of Jamaica in it, and I can see some Scotch bonnet peppers. It looks like there are Scotch bonnets in there.
Mm-hmm.
So excited about that. Oh man, my crowning jewel or of the day. Been looking for this. Apparently, you can buy this in all kinds of stores. I think it's pronounced Laogan Mai or Laogan Mai. Lao Mai. I'm gonna get it wrong. But it is basically it's crispy chilies in oil. So it's chili oil. And I've been trying different kinds. I just wanted some for my ramen. And yeah, see, soybean oil, chili, peanut, monosodium glutamate, salt,
Mm.
sugar, pepper powder, sulfur dioxide, sodium sulfate. Um, yeah, soybeans, peanuts, and it's a product of China. I'm trying to see the correct. Okay,
So
Lao Gan Ma.
So
Lao
Corey
Gan
had
Ma.
been looking for this
Yeah.
so we've gone to KP probably maybe 3 or 4 times at this point, and he has looked for it every single time and he can't find it. But they organize the way the store is organized is it's not by like all the oil in one spot. There's like 5 places to buy oil in KP because they have a European oil section and an Indian oil section and a Korean oil section and a Japanese oil section and a
Yeah.
Chinese oil section. Where do they put Vietnamese oil?
I'm sure it's in there somewhere. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, the sections
Mm-hmm.
are by country
Yeah.
and so you're gonna have different types of oil or different sauces scattered through the whole store. They do have one aisle that does have a lot of sauce on it though, and that seems like the aisle we went to. And you'd think they would just put all the oil in that sauce because it had several different countries worth of oil and different fish sauce, oyster sauce,
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff, sambal and stuff like that. But no, then there's just other random aisles, and these are long aisles.
They're
They're
very.
long. They're
There's
so
like a
long.
whole Japanese ramen aisle and then a Korean ramen aisle, and
Yeah,
so they separate them. But then you can find some Japanese ramens on the Korean ramen aisle too. So
yeah. It's so odd,
there's a lot
but it's
of
awesome.
it's an adventure.
We've been there like 5 times, I think, and today I said I finally felt like I was able to take the store in. It's my favorite store. It really is.
Mm.
All right, so that's everything. We just got another ramen in there. That's
Well,
one of
we
the
have this
same.
bag too. Can I go for
Yeah, you
Okay,
start doing some.
so
Oh my god, I forgot
I
about
got
this.
these, and they had a bunch of different flavors. They had a barbecue flavor and a salted egg flavor, but I was interested in the sweet basil flavor, so I'm excited to try these chips. These were $2, a little on the high end, I guess, for a bag this small, but you gotta try sweet basil when you see it.
Yep.
Corey mentioned he'd never had soju. So is that what we got here? I just want to make sure. I believe this was with all the sojus, so I'm thinking it's soju. And so here we go. So we're gonna do some shots of soju tonight. We did not get the rich one, which is a 20% alcohol. We got this one, so 17%.
Hmm.
So it says alcohol and rice spirits. It's with all the other sojus, so we're
Yeah,
thinking of
I'm
soju.
assuming because it's similar to sake, right?
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
And then
Either way, we're gonna drink it. It's gonna be awesome. We use a lot of sesame
a
oil.
lot of
So,
sesame oil.
oh my god.
So this is not even the biggest one they had. They actually had an even bigger one for the same price that we paid for this one, but they were totally out. So they had a 56-ounce sesame oil for $12.99. This one was $12.99, and it's 33 ounces. But we go through a lot of sesame
Oh yeah.
oil. When Corey and I first started dating, I made him a vegetable rice bowl and put sesame oil on it and sealed the deal.
Yep. I knew that flavor, but I didn't know that that's what it was coming from.
Mm-hmm.
People talk about sesame oil. I'm like, why do I want that? When I knew what I was tasting was sesame oil, I'm like, oh, that makes sense because I love Asian
Mm-hmm.
food, but I didn't realize that that's where that flavor was coming from.
Now, this may be a mistake, but we need to get prepared wasabi. I'm not a
Yeah.
huge wasabi person, but a little
Well,
bit. So we'll just see.
you know why this made sense because we don't have the proper grater for wasabi. It's almost like
Mm-hmm.
sandpaper that you grade wasabi. So we would have had to buy like a wasabi grater too. We can't just use, so
Mm-hmm.
I think this was what we should get, but there might be other brands.
Okay.
I think this is the right
Yeah.
thing to get.
I got my big old pack of seaweed. This is pretty much the only snack that I will eat that Corey will not eat. So this is my
Yeah.
seaweed.
It's just a too much taste of the sea for me.
Yeah, too much
Just
taste
a
of the
little.
sea.
But I like seaweed, and like I will eat like nori, like nori and like ramen, and you know I love sushi rolls. It's just I don't know, something about this. It's not, you know.
I got a bunch of cinnamon sticks because it's the time of year where I'm going to want to start making cinnamon coffee. So I love a little cinnamon coffee, and got a big old thing of that. I'm sure I could have gotten a bigger container somewhere else, but you know, it was there. I was
Yeah.
there. I
Also,
thought I'd let you talk about this
yeah.
thing.
Also, with cinnamon sticks, I learned that they can be a deterrent of ants if you break them up and sprinkle them in doorways. Because I had an ant problem one time and I used it. So you know, it's just some
Not
information for
baby
people.
powder.
You can use baby powder too, but these work. If you crush up cinnamon sticks and leave them in the doorway,
Yeah.
the ants will they'll go bye bye.
At my last apartment, they wouldn't fix the ant problem, which happened every year. So we had one manager and they would do it, another manager and they would do it, and then the third manager would not spray outside for ants. So they kept eating all my cat's food, and I couldn't get rid of them. And so she said to sprinkle baby powder on it. You know, I don't think they sell baby powder anymore because they got sued too many times. So they don't sell baby powder. I don't think in the United States anymore.
What?
Yeah, that was. I think that happened a year ago where they stopped selling it or they discontinued baby powder.
But you
Maybe
can
I'm
still
just
buy
talking
like
out my
talcum
ass. I
powder,
don't know.
right? Like regular.
No,
What about like
because they
Arm
got
and Hammer?
sued. They got sued. They were like, we're tired of this. They still sell it in other countries, but I don't think they sell it in the United States anymore. I'm pretty sure, but maybe not.
Well,
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please.
I'm gonna start.
If there's comments, that'd be amazing. If we got comments, can you imagine
I'm
if
gonna
we got
find
comments?
all my baby powder and sell it. All right, so Nongshim. This is K Army stew style noodles with let's see, with chili beans. I have no idea if this is going to be good. I bet it's going to be good. We wouldn't have got it if we didn't think it's actually going to be good.
Yeah, we wouldn't have got it just because it was like novel. We got it because it was novel and it looked good.
I mean, it sounds good to me.
I just think it's called Army. Like stew has to be associated with the army.
So yeah, K Armies, and then it's got a Korean flag. So I'm assuming it means Korean Army. Nongshim Korean Army stew style noodle soup with chili beans. And then they show all this delicious pork and stuff on the cover, and it looks like even some spam. So, and some egg. I'm excited. I'm really excited to try this. When we do it, we'll have to. I don't know. We'll have to report. We got to report back with some of this stuff.
I think so too. Okay, then this is the last, and this is the most, probably the most important. You take one. I take one.
Samyang. So there's another YouTuber the Ramen Raider, who just does ramen reviews, and he talked about this as well as being like his like comfort food. It's starting to become ours.
It's so good. It's the best ramen. The flavor. It's like just spicy enough where you're like, I got a little bit of spiciness, but it's not so spicy where you're like, oh, it's too much. Like the hot chicken ramen was way too spicy for me. Even just the basic level. So this is really nice. It has a little spice. We call it bacon ramen because it reminds us of bacon.
Yep. It does, and I also learned that it's supposed to be ham and cheese. This flavor is supposed to be ham and cheese, but yeah, it tastes like bacon. And so far, in my experience, out of all the noodles, instant noodles, ramen that we get, and this does say it's ramen, the Samyang brand is the best. Samyang is a Korean brand, and it is just the best for instant noodles. It's so good. I love almost everything I've had by them so far.
It also makes a difference though, because you really do it up. Corey really, he makes this ramen and he puts in all the things, all the fanciness. He puts in the green onions and the sesame seeds and just everything.
Yeah. Sometimes for mine, I'll do the soft boiled egg. One thing I haven't done yet is a soy sauce egg, a marinated egg, and I want to do that too. Anyways, that's our whole trip.
that's the trip. I got to put away some groceries, and
Yep.
we'll have more videos regularly again soon.
Yep, all kinds of different ones. Bye.